So I need some pumpkin spice latte. And I got a little coffee here. I got my old spoon. Just right. But you know what? There's more to pumpkin spice than latte and fancy creamers and being considered that one who's at Starbucks whose name on her thing says Deandra when your name's Danny and you're a guy and your name's not Deandra, because what is that? Is that Dandra? Is that Andrea with a D? I swear they screw with you. Because I always go there and I say my name's Murph and they write Jeff on the cup. What's up with that? I digress. We're going to go through the day the pumpkin spice latte way. Couple rules. Has to be pumpkin spice latte flavor. Not just pumpkin. Not latte. It's got to be pumpkin spice latte. PSL. This is the PSL. Random Snacks of Kindness. And I'm Murph. This is Ken Murph Do This. And we're about to do this.
Ken Murph Do This. Ken Murph Do This. Ken Murph Do This. Ken Murph Do This. Ken Murph Do This. Ken Murph Do This. Ken Murph Do This.
You get a cup of coffee in you at the beginning of the day, and then you're going okay. But you want to enjoy pumpkin spice all day long. All day long. You want to share it with your girlfriends. You want to share it with your people in your drawing class. You want to share it with people in your rhythmic dance class. How do you do that without being juiced to the gills with caffeine? Well, I'll tell you what, friend. You do it through pumpkin spice latte flavored foods. And we're going to start off with breakfast, because it is the most important meal of the day. And I'll keep my PSL over here as a palate cleanser, although I think PSL doesn't quite wash away PSL, but it ought to do the trick. Life cereal. Delicious and nutritious. But guess what? There's a limited batch of the multi-grain favorite in pumpkin spice. Usually when I eat Life cereal, I say, man, this is great. I'm having a beer or a soda and a handful of Life cereal in the form of Chex Mix, which I guess would be Life Mix. But tissue, Kleenex, what's the diff? We're going to see if this is sweet and pumpkin latte flavored or if it's just kind of plain and like Life usually is. Because you see Quaker makes it, and they had Quaker PSL oatmeal too, but I don't get hot water here, and I can't warm it up. But we're going to put a little bit of this in a dish, as we've been known to do with our famous movie cereals. Check that one out later. You're watching the PSL right now. Oh boy, it's wrapped up good. So I want to taste this full on with some milk and not some crazy eating it out of the box way. So let's see here. I buy my milk by the half cup. It saves big money. I'll save this for later. I'm going to put it in my tea or my Pepsi and make like a Pepsi float. Oh boy, okay, here's a spoon. I don't know what the spoon was last used for, but let's judge this on a pumpkin spice scale of white girl in yoga pants all the way up to a guy named Cliff with a scarf and a turtleneck. That first bite of Life is always very distinct because I think it holds milk a certain way in the Life cube. And my grandma used to buy a lot of Life. She's healthy. She's 86. She looks like she's 60. And we would have to put like brown sugar on there. I don't know what they put in here to constitute pumpkin spice latte flavor, but they hit it out of the park. This is delicious, and I don't want to add anything to it. And the pumpkin spice is kind of baked right in there, where you get a bite, That goes out over your tongue, through your teeth, down your throat. I give this a thumbs up, life. And I had the lowest of expectations for you, which sounds depressing. I had the lowest of expectations for life, and it came out okay. It sounds like somebody on a bed that like beat a lot of odds and lost a lot of money in the stock market and drank a lot of Crystal Pepsi. Life turned out okay, even after all that. Delicious. I'm gonna have more of this later. We'll put this over here, and we'll close this up tight so that the mice don't get into it. But you know what? There's a lot of protein in mice, not a lot in lice, so you want to consider those two together. Now you're going through your day. It's like 10 o'clock in the evening. That's usually when I have my first snack. I don't get up that early, but maybe you get up at like 7 in the morning. You had your life cereal, you had your little PSL coffee. Now you're jonesing for a snack. You could go to the vending machine and get some of those white cookies with the wafers and the goo in the middle. Or you could, bam, go for a pumpkin spice multi-grain Nutrigrain soft baked granola bar. Delight in a slice of pumpkin spice here just for the season. As you can see, this is another limited batch, loud and clear, so that means I'll be buying these on the clearance rack in a while. But let's see how my day's going when I stop for a snack of a Nutrigrain pumpkin spice bar. Looks like your typical Nutrigrain. I don't know why I said that like the lady from Fargo. Looks like your typical Nutrigrain. Smells like a baked good, not a fresh baked good, but not necessarily something that's got a lot of bromium in it either. In typical Nutrigrain fashion, that first bite is awful doughy. Okay. So this tastes exactly what you would think of Nutrigrain tasting like. You know how they got that bastardized fruit taste when you eat a red raspberry or an apple one? And it just lives on your tongue? That's the case. You're going to definitely want your PSL very close by if you're going to have one of these. It'll do the trick, but it doesn't taste much different than like a cinnamon apple or something. Like, it doesn't scream pumpkin spice to me. I've ate most of this thing and I feel like I might as well be eating a Fig Newton. Boo! Nutrigrain soft bake limited batch pumpkin spice. You're going down the radar. You're more towards Cliff with the scarf and the turtleneck. Now, you figure it's lunchtime, maybe you're having a light lunch, you're going to have a little Chobani Greek yogurt. And as promised, it is the pumpkin spice blend. And I know what you're thinking, there's a lot of protein, 40% less sugar than regular yogurt. This is again on the health tip, like the Life and the Nutrigrain. I feel like this would be kind of hard to mess up, because I feel like it's going to be close to the fillings of a pie, like a pumpkin pie. I feel like the pumpkin factor is going to be high. Let's see about the spice factor. And I'm not talking about that show where Mel B judges people. I think that's America's Got Emphysema. Oh, so of course, like any other good Greek yogurt, it spits all over you and leaves half of its contents on the lid. Let's see. We'll scrape this. Oh, wait a minute here. I can save $1 on a new Chobani mise dip. I don't know what a mise dip is, but we'll give that to my grandma. She'll put it in her purse and then it'll get stuck because it's got that crap all over it. So, for a little mixing music, what you gonna do with all that hump inside your trunk? I'm gonna get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump. Hold on, I think I got a bug in. Oh no, that's sweat. My humps, my humps, my humps, my humps, my humps. Check it out. Alright, so now that we've mixed our Chobani pumpkin spice blended, it says nothing about a limited batch, so if you see this in April, check the expiration date. Oh, it's potent like most Greek yogurts. I don't feel like it's going to be very pumpkin-y or very spicy, but let's see. Wow. It feels like if pumpkin spice were a person, they probably just sneezed in a vanilla Greek yogurt. Because there's an attempt to taste like pumpkin spice, but it's just kind of tangy, and it's just kind of an afterthought, which is what was said about me when I was in my Colombian dance class. But anyways, it almost tastes like a Greek yogurt dressing that you would drizzle over your salad. It's not spicy, it's not pumpkin-y. I mean, it's not enjoyable, but if I opened a can of Pepsi expecting Pepsi, and I got like a flat Hawaiian punch, I'd probably finish it, but I wouldn't be too happy about it. This is like Cliff with the scarf's friend Bruce, who answers the phone and is always like, "Oh, hello," and you just hang up because you don't want to talk to Bruce. Good Lord, that is no kind of taste treat. Let's try it if we crumple up the Nutrigrain bar. Maybe that'll do the trick. I'm just seeing a lot of colors right now. I'm just seeing a lot of spots. We need to move away from this very quickly. Very quickly. You know, just like with pumpkin spice latte, coffee can be a pick-me-up and healthy, or it can be something that you have with a great junk food treat, like some kind of big bun with a bunch of cinnamon on it or a scone. And rest assured, there are some pumpkin spice latte treats out there as well, and we're going to get into one of them right now, like we do about this time every time. Boom! Pumpkin spice Twinkies. I know what you're saying, Murph. We love our Twinkies here, but we had a bad experience with that Slimer Twinkie. Is this gonna come through? Only way to find out, friendo, you gotta pop that twank, you gotta pop that twank, and you gotta bite it, and you gotta suck it, and you gotta nibble it. Yum, 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 yum. I'm never good at opening Twinkies, but I don't think they're very good at putting things. Oh, I guess they got a little rip tie right there. I just opened the box upside down. Regardless, oh no, Twinkie the kid lost his face. I'm the headless twink man. I'm sorry, Twinkie the kid. Get over here and try my Twinkie, mofo. It's delicious and nutritious. Never mind the fact it looks like it's full of beef. Anyways, let's see here what it's like to enjoy a pumpkin spice Twinkie. Delicious and nutritious. It's got that usual Twinkie look on the outside. Oh, I just lost half my Twinkie into the cup. Hold on a sec. Twinkie, you've done it again. Now, if you stop the tape right there, it'd be like a cliffhanger because you wonder if it was a really good Twinkie, like the chocolate Twinkie, or if it was a really disappointing Twinkie, like the Slimer Twinkie. Press play now for part 2 of this rant. Twinkie, you've done it again! It's just like the Slimer Twinkie. It just tastes like a Twinkie. There's not a lot of pumpkin spice going on here. I know a surefire way to make this taste like pumpkin spice. It's by taking a big sip out of a pumpkin spice latte. Twinkie, I love you, baby. It's like my underachieving cousin Steven, who I'm always like, Steven, I love you, baby. And he's doing so well when I'm talking to him. But then I leave and I call his dad, and he's like, Steven doesn't get off the couch. And then I see him and he's all upbeat. And he's like, hey, Uncle Murph, it's going great. And I'm like, Steven, baby, are you joshing me? Like, because every time I see you, I get excited. But then I hear you're doing bad. That's how it is with these Twinkies. I was all excited for some pumpkin spice Twinkies, and it's just below average. Alright. Well, I guess, oh, wait a minute. It's not gonna end like that. We got something around here somewhere. Ah! Now, there's a perfect, I gotta get these Twinkies out of here, they're just making me depressed. There's a perfect treat to have after any meal, or on a hot afternoon, or when you're getting ready for bed as a bedtime snack. And unless you're a vegan and you want asparagus, the perfect anytime, bedtime, after dinner snack is ice cream. And we got pumpkin spice latte, again, limited edition, Perry's ice cream. Pick Perry's for the fun of it. Pick Perry's. You can Google that. Nice local company, made out Buffalo Way in Akron. Let's see if the best is yet to come, or if it's going to be more of a choir and disappointment. And we're going to go through and we're going to rank these at the end. Let's see. Well, Perry's is always known to wrap their ice cream very well. Here we go. Make sure you don't get any of this chode. That's the chode. Some people like to lick that. I don't get the sensation. Anyways. I don't know if that's going to be good or not. Anyways, let's see how America's favorite ice cream treat, pumpkin spice latte, holds up against the band. Yeah, girl, now you're talking. This is white girl in yoga pants good. This is some good pumpkin spice latte. And as you can see, Perry's has gone the extra mile. They have the stirred in pumpkin spice swirl. They got a nice color and consistency. They got the coffee flavor. They got the spice flavor. It's all good in the hood when you're having some Perry's. Pumpkin spice latte, baby. It's got the nice spiciness on your tongue. Not too sweet, because again, it is a coffee ice cream. It's a latte ice cream. It's a pumpkin ice. There's nothing that screams, gag me with sugar when you hear pumpkin spice latte ice cream. It has to be subtle and just right. And this has done the trick. So, in summation, Perry's pumpkin spice ice cream. Number 1, Life cereal, pumpkin spice variety. Number 2, Twinkie, just because it's still a Twinkie, pumpkin spice variety. Number 3, Nutrigrain. Don't come around here calling yourself pumpkin spice. If you got some apple cinnamon, we'll talk. But don't ever bring this crap to me again. If this is a limited batch, make sure it's the only batch. And the Chobani Greek yogurt, even with its bastard cousin, the Nutrigrain bar mixed in. No bueno. It tastes like something you'd have at Panera. They're talking about how clean their salads are with the Greek yogurt dressing. Now, let me clear the table as I tell you this to tell you that. Enjoy your pumpkin spice latte in moderation like everything else. You can go a little pumpkin spice crazy. I'll tell you what else is crazy. I was in one of the big dollar chains recently. In mid-September, they had Christmas decorations up. I'm like, okay, cool, man. I understand. Like, eventually Christmas is going to be coming out when kids get out of school. They'll have Santa Claus on swimsuits with Rudolph on the butt and Juicy on the front. But I cannot go for certain things being out way too early. And I bought this because I saw spice on the label. Turns out it said vanilla spice, which was the most boring of Spice Girls. She was just over in the corner going, doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-wop. And all the rest were like, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. And she's over there, doo-wop, vanilla spice. Anyways, I was informed by Debbie. You all may remember Debbie. Debbie. She was at a party and they were serving eggnog. And I said, no way, Debbie. It's like September 29th. And then in my pursuit of pumpkin spice goodness to celebrate fall before we get into Halloween, what do I find? Vanilla spice eggnog, way too early. Southern comfort? I don't think so. Is that what you're telling me I should be drinking if I'm buying this eggnog this early? Are you telling me I should be a functioning alcoholic if I'm going to be buying eggnog in the end of September? And let me tell you, I'm not much of a nog man myself, but just because we're here and just because this eggnog expires on November 18th, well before it should even be on the market, I'm going to have a sip just to see if I go blind from vanilla spice eggnog. Oh, 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 it's so nutty. Oh, that wasn't better with the ice cream in it. Oh, I gotta just wrap it up, man, because things are getting bad. Share this video. Don't make this be in vain. Comment below. You will see it on the reviews section, and as promised, we will be getting into our Halloween candy very soon. Always a fun tradition, Halloween and Easter, we review a lot of candy here. But get on Facebook, Ken Murph Do This. Twitter and Instagram, at Ken Murph Do This. You're going to see a lot of fun pictures there. You might see me lying in the bathroom with just a puddle of pumpkin spice next to my head and a chalk outline around my body like Elvis. That's how Elvis went out. Don't let him fool you. That's how Elvis went out. Follow all the social media. Get on our page. Tell your friends. Share. Subscribe. Make it happen. Again, apologies for any hiccups in our schedule. We will have new friends and new things along the way. Stay tuned for a two-part Bar Fieri. That's that guy. Hey, put some bacon grease in your drink. And he's got hair like this. That's Bar Fieri. Or maybe Bar Fieri was that girl that used to date Leo, wasn't it? Yeah, that was something. And she kissed that goofy-looking kid in the Super Bowl commercial. Whatever. Two-part bar extravaganza. Ciders. Pumpkin beers. Halloween candy still to come. Check out our fall preview for other fun ideas. If you requested a tandem challenge, it may be coming soon, and there may be a very important next generation of Murph in those videos. Stay tuned. Fun stuff happening. We're here to stay, baby. It's pumpkin spice fun. You can still watch the old one where we drank the lattes from the gas stations, we being me and Ken. For Ken, who knows, he's still in the bunker somewhere. I'm Murph. This is a lot of pumpkin spice latte and eggnog. And I'll see you next time we do this.